Well, the internet is really overwhelming for teachers. Sure, it has a lot of sources that they can use, but they have to know what's available. They have to make choices, and then they have to annotate those sources. What I've done here is group the sources under certain topics, certain categories, and made them into teachable units so that each chapter has primary sources and most have secondary sources as well that fit together, that talk to each other, that make sense as a single teaching piece. One difference between my book and other books that are used in the course is that my book is also comparative. I've made an effort to compare two cultures or two societies, or sometimes more, in each of the chapters. Sometimes it's two cultures in a particular period. Sometimes it's two cultures in different periods, the Vikings and the Mongols. Sometimes it's two cultures in the same encounter. I think we've realized, we who teach history generally, not just world history, that our work is not only teaching subject matter, but also teaching people how to think, or how to think more clearly, or more sharply, or more independently, more critically than they do when they come to class. And we as historians have a particular access to teaching those skills in our distinction between primary sources and secondary sources, in the way in which we teach how to evaluate sources, how to make sense of readings, how to evaluate different interpretations, how to talk about change over time, the difference between the past and the present, change in continuity, a whole series of ways we address issues that are useful not only for historians but for regular people. I thought that it would be useful to add that dimension to the teaching of primary and secondary sources. But I thought it would make sense to use each of the chapters as a way of teaching a particular skill, and to try to do that in a sequence of increasing difficulty in the context of the two volumes.